Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we had a little bit of a PS5 restock disaster that actually went on today. So I figured I want to go and touch on this, kind of give you guys good reminders for the future on what not to do, and also kind of go and share some misfortune that hopefully none of you guys had to go deal with. I know I'm assuming a lot of you guys are smarter than the average bears and usually pretty smart people, at least based on some of the tweets and YouTube comments I get. I don't know, sometimes I get the random ones that are kind of completely out of left field, so who knows. But when it comes to this stuff, we actually had a restock that happened today. We had NewEgg that actually went and dropped. I've been touching on that throughout the past 2 days that we're probably should be on the lookout for it. We didn't really have too much of a reason for it. I just more so knew it was overdue. But we actually did have some NewEgg drops that happened today. But as I mentioned, we've had some kind of bad news that happened throughout that stuff, and some people got a little bit swindled as well. So let's go get into it in the actual video itself. Hopefully this never happens to you guys, and of course I'm going to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure you guys are always safe when you guys are trying to get these consoles or trying to get anything, or if there's ever anything that's too good to be true. So as always, guys, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys are subscribed, especially for the PS5 giveaway. That'll be ending pretty soon, so make sure you guys have your subscription on in, as well pop on the notification if you guys would like. We also have the Twitter and Twitch stream, link down below if you guys would like to go and follow. And of course, also leave a like and comment on this video if you guys like it. We have the Amazon link for you guys to check for warehouse stuff or cancellations or whatever, link down below. And of course, the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And of course, also Coinbase, you guys can buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin as well. All the little sell links are always linked down below. So I kind of want to go and touch on this because it happened today. We've seen some even news articles mixed on it, and I even saw some people up on even my Twitter kind of somewhat being affected by this. So I figured some talking about this would be kind of a good topic for you guys. But we did have some PS5 restock fiascos and bad things kind of happen all throughout today. So as per usual, I kind of said this on the earlier video today, saying that today was probably gonna be a little bit more of a drier day, but we did actually have a NewEgg drop. NewEgg was not doing a raffle or shuffle. It was a pure normal drop. I was kind of expecting they were going to do some because they haven't done any of those in a while. So I'm going to touch on this and kind of explain on this as we have an article over here from Tom's Guide talking about how there was a little bit of a disaster going on with the PS5 restock. So as we dive on in, the PlayStation 5 restock disaster, this $1,000 bundle on NewEgg just raised the bar. The third-party seller on NewEgg has the worst PS5 bundle yet. I want to say we've actually seen worse bundles, believe it or not. I've seen some bundles out there that people are trying to attach like a card to it, phones with it, desk to it, TVs with it, and also even gaming chairs. So we've seen some kind of bad bundles, even some PS4 game bundles. You heard me right. You're going to buy a PS5 with like Madden 2020. It's insane. So basically we have this drop, as I mentioned, for NewEgg earlier on today. When you see a PS5 restock online, you get excited. But this latest PS5 bundle has us a bit furious. Over on NewEgg, In Bulk Electronics, which has 800 ratings, which is actually pretty good and really good positivity rating, which also kind of more so verifies it, or maybe if you're not too familiar with all the consoles or restock stuff or third-party sellers, kind of legitimizes it a little bit, which is kind of bad, because typically we sometimes see third-party sellers and they at least have bad ratings. Is selling a PS5 bundle for $400 more than the price of the actual parts. That's expensive. Yes, right now you can get a PS5 if you're willing to go foot a crazy $1,000 bill, and it's actually gone in and out of stock during the time it took to write this story. Now, I want to touch on this, because that's a big part once we kind of dive on it for a second. So someone's actually buying it, but you should not buy this, dear reader. I agree. If you guys ever see these bundles on weird websites, number one, you could literally go and buy it directly from Sony in a few weeks if you guys just waited for a proper restock, whether it's from Walmart, Target, or whatever. But of course, as well, if you guys go and buy this, you're mostly kind of supporting scalpers. And as you guys know, for this channel, we're very anti-scalping. So seeing this type of stuff is always kind of sad when people buy it. But on another note, it's so actually expensive. And why it's so bad is mainly because sometimes when there's actual drops going on, these can sometimes actually go and take the place where people may panic buy when it comes to this. A good example maybe is if, say, like for today on NewEgg, as the article even mentions, we did have a NewEgg bundle drop. So now what if people are seeing like, oh my God, NewEgg's live, let me go check the website, let me go check the app, and then they go and see this bundle and they accidentally go and buy the bundle because they're just being like, everyone knows you have like 3 seconds to get a console. So I can't really blame them too hard. You should always double check, of course, especially when you're spending money, but I can't really blame them too hard when we've had so many issues that people basically having to go like within 2 seconds and also going against bots trying to get their consoles. So from this article, we actually have people saying and confirming they actually went and even bought this. So now I want to bring this up too as well, because we even had a viewer over here, Eric, that actually had a similar issue. Now, thankfully, Eric, if you're watching this video, we know you're not dumb because you did not buy this console. But earlier on in my day, when I tweeted out the actual NewEgg stock actually went live, we even had someone, as I mentioned, even see the specific bundle right here. So here's Eric. Shout out to you, Eric. Eric did not buy it, so don't worry. But I'm saying how kind of easy it is if someone's like, oh my God, it's live. Oh my God, let's go and see. And then maybe they go to that button really quick because they just see it's actually in stock with the add to cart. So he basically said, I've been refreshing NewEgg all day. The only option that has been available is this one, which is bundled, sold, and shipped by a third party, not NewEgg, which is good, he checked, and is significantly overpriced. Essentially, if you're paying close to double for the price of the normal PS5, not really good option. So even on this article that we now have seen has confirmed that people have actually bought these bundles and have actually spent the money on the very, very expensive bundles, which you guys should not go and do. We even saw other people even up on Twitter saying, hey, I saw this bundle, I see the add to cart. And as I mentioned, if you are just trying your best to get a console, you have a few seconds. Ideally, you probably wouldn't go towards the $1,000 one. You'd probably have that second guess and be like, okay, I probably should not be spending that much money on a whim. But as I've mentioned, there's so many people who are so instantly on top of drops because they're trying so hard or have been trying to get their consoles for weeks, months at a time, and they see they add the cart and they would just instantly click it. I'd probably even do the same thing, but typically for me, I'll double check whenever there's like things like this to, make sure we're okay. More so because $1,000 to me is kind of a lot of money. So we've been seeing people even in the wild going and seeing this as actually being affected by them. And as of course, as we mentioned in the article, people have actually bought this. And now that's the more sad thing, because you can definitely go get a console for way cheaper and also even a better bundle if you looked at some places such as Antonline, GameStop, or those other places. Even Best Buy has some very good bundles whenever they do their restocks. So to me, this is kind of a big fiasco and kind of honestly a big disappointment, and it actually is kind of a disaster that people literally did go and buy this NewEgg bundle from this third-party seller. Now, this third-party seller is probably being pretty happy that they just made like $300, especially if they had more than one. But in a general sense, it's just not good. And of course, as well, it's just kind of sad. I also even love the quote that basically went and said, oh, and if you look closely, you'll see a small microfiber cleaning cloth at the bottom right corner. And you guys can even see the actual picture itself right there, right underneath that controller, right there, right where my mouse cursor is. No word if that cloth can clean the debt off a credit card or wipe the sadness off a broken heart, but we doubt it's more than a garden variety piece of fabric. So as you guys can kind of tell from the article, even the article got some jokes on over here too as well, which is kind of crazy. So kind of how they even said too as well in the article, we all know that people really want a PS5, but spending full price on a digital-only PS5 as a premium to get one is ridiculous, which I agree on, especially as I mentioned, they have really good ratings on the console and good reviews, which also could even be faked as well, and they may go and incentivize or make other people out there go and get the console. Third-party sellers are allowed to sell at whatever the price they want, but this is really to the point where we crook our heads on the side and say, shouldn't someone step in and stop this? We've reached out for NewEgg for comment. Now, I don't necessarily go and judge them too much, mainly because if it's third-party seller, you're an Amazon, NewEgg, whatever, eBay, you can't really necessarily control it too much. When it comes to stuff, if people want it, they'll pay money for it. But I do kind of think that there is a little bit of an issue that people may be so drawn to that, more so if it's a normal drop. And it would be kind of nice if it wasn't listed more so officially on the page itself. So not the best news to kind of go and see that some people actually did go and buy this like $1,100 console if you factor in tax. And it just kind of makes me sad that we're still seeing people getting scammed. So my quick tip, I'm sure you guys all know, but make sure you guys always double check the sellers. If you're buying from NewEgg, Amazon, etc., make sure it actually says Amazon, make sure it actually says NewEgg or whatever it is. I really think, if anything, that's probably the most important thing to look. Make sure you guys are not getting scammed or on a fake website too. We have seen some fake websites pop on off. I may even want to go make like an overall video to kind of be like, hey guys, just be careful, because we do have a lot more older folk in terms of like parents and such that may not be as familiar with all this type of online shenanigans going on. So we may have some few like scam alert videos, because I've also been seeing a few scams floating around too as well up on Twitter and everything. It makes me sad whenever any of my viewers or people like you guys watching get scammed, especially for even bundles like this, because it is officially on the website. So this was a bit of a blunder that people did actually go and buy this console. It makes me sad because they did probably overpay like by $350, $450, kind of depending on tax and and kind of all that. So it's really sad. Just make sure you guys are always double checking where you guys are buying, what you guys are buying, and also the price points of the things you guys are buying and what bundles you guys are looking at. And as I mentioned, it kind of makes me a little bit sad that this is also even affecting people in the first place. So always be careful. Don't get scammed. If something does seem a little bit too good to be true, live by those rules. I know that's always been a major saying for a lot of folk out there. So just be careful. If people are trying to sell you even stuff for full retail price, please be on the lookout. Please be careful, mainly because there's probably a reason why they're doing that. AKA they don't have the console, just want to make money off you or get your credit card information and all of that. So just be careful. A lot of people out there are trying to pry on people in general. So just letting you guys know on that. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully one of you guys are not the people buying this NewEgg console. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, especially for the PS5 giveaway. Pop on the notifications as well. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video or just had a couple spread out the actual word to not get scammed as well. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream, a link down below. We also have the YouTube comments if you guys want to leave your thoughts and all that. Of course, we also have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And of course, also Coinbase, you guys buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go get free Bitcoin as well. A little bit of a drier day in terms of restock stuff. So hopefully tomorrow and throughout this week will be a little bit better. I love you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys up in the next one. Love you guys all, and I appreciate you guys all so much.